So, who are you?
Who am I? Oh, what a question is that? Well, my name is Drew Cekada. My reigning title, I guess, is Kalypsonian of the Year.
What would you say makes you a character?
Yeah, when I first joined the firm, I had a really hard time answering this question. People asked me, I think in every interview that I've had, I've been asked it back by all the interns that I've interviewed over the years. And I've wrestled with it. And I think that it's because I was looking for some magical thing about myself that it doesn't need to be magical. I'm a gay arborist, astronaut, innovation consultant like everybody else, right? Like that's not a combination that exists in the world. So I think, all of the passions and interests that you bring, your family, your friends, your history, your culture, your heritage, all that comes together to make you an individual person that is a character. And I think what makes Kalypsonians characters with character is that there's space in our firm for you to bring your whole self to work. And that's the difference. Every place has characters with character. They just leave that at the door. And we don't.
So when everyone's badges this year, there's going to be a spot for them to fill in 5 ways that they are a character with character.
Yeah.
What's your vision for that?
Yeah, I think, KARMA is a great place to come for a family reunion, right? To meet the people that you saw, that you know, that you love, that you saw last year, you haven't seen for months, and to reconnect with all of them, and that's great. But it's also an opportunity to meet all of the new faces in the firm, the folks who live in different regions or who serve in different industries who you don't talk to on the regular, or who you haven't served on a project with. And sometimes it can be hard to break down the barriers and just start conversation that isn't about the weather and where you traveled in from. I want someone to ask me why I'm a member of the Dallas Makerspace. What was the last thing I made there? Okay, let's talk about that. That's a cool story. If somebody wants to know what it means to me to be an uncle and how important those relationships are to me, that's a cool story. Let's talk about that. And I think we only get a couple of days together a year to solidify what we are as a firm, who we are as a community of people that don't share 4 walls together throughout the year. And we need to take advantage of it. So the idea that you're going to come and only talk to the people you know, it's great for the reunion, but you got to meet other people and appreciate the character that's sort of all around you.
This will be my 6th KARMA. In all of my KARMA experiences, I remember Drew being there. I feel like you take it pretty seriously.
I do take it very seriously.
Why do you take KRASH and KARMA so seriously?
Yeah, so I think, KRASH is its own thing. It really is a very unique experience. I have friends who work at lots of other organizations, and they go through their orientation programs, and they're nothing like KRASH. The idea that we're trying to imbue you with a sense of understanding about the importance of our work, about the way that we approach it, about the uniqueness of the way that we do what we do, and what makes us a gem in the industry. And you're getting that at a amazing pace, in just a couple of days. No other organization that I know of brings in people at every role level to a singular orientation together, where a new senior manager or manager is sitting in the same room, going through the same orientation, doing the same team building and teamwork activities as an analyst or a consultant or anyone else who's newer at the firm. It helps convey that we really are an organization that's not built on hierarchy, that we're built on a common passion for a thing that we do together. I think KARMA is sort of that amplified, right? So KARMA, I think I was asked this question a few years ago, and I said that it was the jet fuel that gets us through the rest of the year. And it is absolutely that. But I'm going to build on that and say why it's that, because I don't think I did last time. And in part, it's because it's where we double down on our values and our culture, and we have meaningful conversations and experiences about what that means for us as a firm. And not just in writing, but what it really means for that to be who we are at our core. And I think without that, we can lose our way. So I appreciate the time that we spend to talk about our history and do the human histogram and tell the story of Calypso. Those sorts of things are important, and they ground us back in a common understanding. I think it's also a time when everybody gets the opportunity to share their voice in charting the course of the future of the firm and of the practices that we're a part of. We get in rooms together during these breakouts, not just to be talked at, but to engage in dialogue and build whatever we want the future of the firm to be. And it's really a house building moment, right? Build the house you want to live in. This is the one time that we're together that we can do that physically in a room together as a firm of 250 or 300 people, which is a rare opportunity. And then it's celebration. So the promotion videos are the thing. As much as I love the award ceremony at the end, the promotions of our people are the things that give me chills. For people, anyone who knows me knows that I'm an emotional wreck during those, just because I'm really genuinely proud of the people that we work with, and to see them be recognized for all their hard work is it's the jet fuel. That's what gets me through the year.
What is your favorite Karma memory?
What is my favorite Karma memory? Oh my goodness. I will never forget Joan Jett in Houston on the 10th anniversary Karma. Walking into the House of Blues and having that be the surprise was hilarious. Not only because it was audacious, whatever, but because everybody who was there really let their hair down, and there were no, everyone was being genuinely themselves. We were a room full of characters that night, and that will stand out to me as a really very memorable moment.